Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Crimson or 12 here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. My sleep schedule's been all messed up. Sorry for not uploading for like a month. I've just been busy with life, trying to just get stuff back together. I'll have like three crazy stories lined up because life's been pretty crazy recently. But, yeah, I'm gonna start trying to get daily uploading for the rest of this year. If I miss a few days, don't worry. I'm not dead. I'll come back at some point. But this story takes place in 2022, so not too long ago, but a few years ago. So one day I'm in my room in 2022 because I have two houses. Um, and the house I was at this time, I had giant subwoofers in it, and I just liked playing my music, like a really nice surround system in my room. And I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna play some music in my room, cause I mean it was still pretty early. It wasn't like quiet hours. Nobody was trying to sleep, and I don't want to be a dick and wake my neighbors up if it is quiet hours. So I've never played past like 10 p.m. So you know what? It's like afternoon time. So I started playing some music. I can't remember exactly everything that I played, but I remember it was a lot of hip hop, rock, metal. I mean, those were my favorite genres at the time. So I was playing a lot of that, and it was very loud. I was cranking it up. I had my window cracked because I wanted nice, breeze coming in. And like I said, it wasn't quiet hours, so even if my neighbors heard this, which they probably did, it wasn't like late at night and they were trying to sleep or something or chill out. So, and it wasn't even like louder than my neighbor's motorcycle was. So obviously, I didn't think they cared that much. Well, about four songs into the music, I paused it quick because I got a phone call and I hear someone yelling out my window. It sounds like my neighbor's voice. And I peek out the window. And across the street, my neighbor's on his roof doing some roof work, and he's yelling to me. He's like, hey, hey, you, hey. Because he sees me, like, at the window looking at him. So I open the window even more, and I'm like, yeah, me? What's up? And he goes, can you turn it down? I was like, yeah. So I turned it down a few notches because, he asked nicely. So after that, I took my phone call. I went back to listen to music, and I have it turned down a little bit. And when I'm switching songs, I hear, because, it goes quiet. And I hear him yelling again. He's like, hey, come back. Come back to the window. So I come back to the window, and he's on the roof, and he goes, I said turn it down, not up. And I was like, I didn't turn it up. What do you mean? He's like, no, you definitely turned it up. I'm not stupid. I was like, I promise you, I turned it down three notches. It is not up. He's like, it's up. Like, no, it's not. We can argue about this all day. It's not. And he's like, I'm not fucking stupid, buddy. And I was like, I didn't say you were, but it's not turned up. And he then proceeds to threaten me, and he goes, turn it down or I'll make you turn it down. Now, all of my, cordial nice responses have gone out of the window before, I was being civil. Now he wants to take it there. He wants to threaten me. Now he wants to be a dick. So I think I'm just going to be shitty. So I respond. I said, you know what? I was really trying to be calm. You know, work with you here, but if you're gonna do this, and I proceed to open both of my windows as loud and proceed to turn it up as loud as I could, and play my music as ignorant and loud. I had fully just like turned it up, hip hop, metal. I played that shit, and I remember the first song that came on was "Knocked Loose." If any of you know "Knock Loose," you know what I'm talking about. That shit is loud. And I have both windows open, just blaring at full volume. This neighbor is standing on the roof, just crashing out. I can see him screaming at me, his mouth moving super wide. He's pointing his fingers he threw at me. He threw the finger at me, the middle finger. And he's throwing his arms around. I can't hear him because music's so loud. I'll let the whole song play. And 3 minutes into the song, or like, yeah, 3 minutes after that, I stopped the music. Hey, you want some more? He goes, I'm going to fucking shut you up. And he proceeds to start walking down his roof to the ladder. Essentially, he's coming my way. And he's going to come over to my house and try and, like, fucking fight me or something. So I yell back, and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, you're about to find out. He goes to the ladder. It's a very tall roof, so he had this super tall ladder. And, like, it slid open when he had stepped on it. I don't know if the ladder was broken or something, or if he didn't set it up properly, but the ladder proceeded to close a minute after he steps on it. And, it just literally just fell in on itself. It was really funny. And I watched him just like eat shit in his driveway, and he lands, and he landed on his ass, and he goes, "Oh my ass! Ah, oh fuck!" And he just starts screaming. I'm like, in one hand, concerned for the dude because I don't want him to be hurt, obviously, but I hope he's not hurt. But on the other hand, it made me believe in karma again. But anyways, I yelled down because obviously I don't want him to be super hurt, and I'm like, "Hey, are you okay?" And I was like, "You need an ambulance?" He's like, "No, did you fuck with my ladder?" Yeah, he thought I messed with his ladder. I was like, "Buddy, I've been up here the whole time. You've been hearing my music. You've seen me through the window. How could I have gotten to your ladder and messed with it while you're up there?" I was like, "You would have seen me." He's like, "I don't know. I've never had a ladder do that before. So I think you fucked with it." And I was like, "You sure you didn't just set it up wrong?" He's like, "No." And I'm like, "All right. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man." And he proceeds to stand up, hobbling over to my yard. He's like, "What?" I'm like, "What are you doing, man?" And he's like, "Come down here, talk to me like a man." I'm like, "Okay." So I start walking down the stairs. I go downstairs. I open my front door. I go out there and I stand in front of him. I was like, "What are you up to doing, man? Like, what's up?" And he's like, "I want an apology." And I was like, "For what?" He's like, "Playing the music super loud, disrespecting me, making me fall off my roof." Like, "What do you mean make you fall off your roof? Are you talking about I didn't make you do anything?" He's like, "Yeah, the music distracted me while I was getting on the ladder and I slipped." I was like, "You didn't slip. Your ladder fucking malfunctioned or some shit. Like closed when you got on it." And I was like, "The music had nothing to do with you falling, dude." She's like, "What are you doing right now?" First I messed up with the ladder. Now it's my music's fault. Like, what are you gonna blame next? The fucking tooth fairy? Like, what the hell are you talking about? And he's like, "That's it." And he comes up to me and he pushes me. Keep in mind, this dude's limping. Like, he's here. He can barely move with any speed. I was fully confident that if I fought this dude, I would win because he was injured. I was like, "Dude, if I want to fight, you're gonna lose. Don't get more hurt." And he's like, "I don't give a fuck." And he puts his hands up in a fighting position. He squares up. Right as he squares up, I hear the dude's wife come out, and she's like, "Oh my god, Greg, come here. Greg, get your ass over here." Guess his name was Greg. And he turns around and he's like, "This fucking kid made me fall off my ladder." She's like, "No, he did not. He's a good kid." I've talked to his wife before. Very nice lady. She's like, um, "If you couldn't tell." And he's like, "No, no, fuck that. I'm gonna teach this prick a lesson." She's like, "Get over here." And she runs up, grabs him by the ear like a fucking toddler, and starts walking him back to the house. She's like, "Stop." And he goes, "Stop it, stop it. Like, it hurts, it hurts." I'm like, "Dude, are you an 8-year-old? What am I watching?" And he turns around and goes, "I'll fucking deal with you later. This ain't done." I'm like, "Okay." So after I go back inside, right, I'm in my room and I sit down. I'm just sitting there on the phone with one of my friends, just like in disbelief on what happened. I'm telling him the whole story. He's like, "Dude, what the fuck is your life?" I was like, "I don't know, man. Like, I don't know." And you're wondering what happens next. He just was like throwing insults, beef. So I was like, "Okay, the beef's gonna continue." Well, about 2 hours later, it's him at the door, and I was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" He goes, "I'm alright. How about you?" I was like, "I'm good. How's your butt that you fell on?" He goes, "It's fine. I'm good. Like, I didn't need to go to the hospital or anything. I'm okay." I'm. I was like, "That's good. You're healthy. You're fine at least." And he's like, "Sorry for losing my cool." I'm like, "All right, yeah." I was like, "Have a good one." He turns around and walks away. I'm standing there super confused, right? I'm like, "Why did this guy apologize? He didn't sound genuine." He walks away, goes back to his house across the street. I close my door. I start walking up the stairs. All of a sudden, I hear another knock at my door. I go back downstairs. I open the door. His wife's holding a big tray of cookies, and she goes, "Here you go, honey. I baked these for you. Sorry for what happened earlier. Like, that was so embarrassing. Like, don't hold it against him." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And grabbed the cookies. She was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry." And I was like, "No, don't be. It's not your fault." She goes, "Yeah, I made him come over here and apologize. Like, you didn't deserve that." So this dude's wife not only walked him away by the ear, treated him like a goddamn child, but she forced him to apologize, then baked me cookies. Like, I don't know if there's any more low than rock bottom this guy could have hit. If it came to beef with me, the dude's wife literally walked him by the ear, then baked me a fresh, like, cookies. So, bro, I win. Anyways, the whole rest of that year that I lived in this house, because we, like, kind of trade houses for the summer, and he just hated me. Every time I'd see him out doing yard work or anything, I'd like nod and try and be nice. He'd ignore me or turn around. He did not like me. Definitely holding a grudge about what happened. But at the same time, man, you can't blame me. It's not my fault. He chose to get down the ladder and try and come fight me. Like, whatever. He fell. Like, the ladder was faulty. I don't know. But yeah. In all, just a wild story. Craziest neighbor experience I've had. And I thought you guys would enjoy hearing about it. So if you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below and subscribe if you're new. See y'all later. Peace.